Alright, the first leadership trait where I would like to draw your attention today is truthfulness and trustworthiness. Probably the ones where we lack the most. Rasulullah ﷺ was given the title of Sadiq and Amin. We all know that, right? Rasulullah ﷺ never lied while dealing with people, doing business with them, or even while having fun and cracking jokes with Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala anhum. And if we look at ourselves, if we look at our behavior, what's our attitude? We think we can't be successful in our corporate or professional life without lying. Lying is mandatory. That's the corporate mentality. We have to lie in one way or the other. Take your daily life. We often come across situations in which we have an option. Either we can quickly choose to lie and get out of trouble, or we can decide to tell the truth and take it on the chin. It's in our everyday life, correct? Yeah. Sometimes we use lying as a get out of jail free card, because we believe that being truthful will get us in trouble. So we just lie. It's easy. It doesn't harm anyone, right? It doesn't harm anyone, right? We have a fear that being truthful will get us in trouble. We are afraid of consequences. We are afraid of the negative reaction to the truth. While sometimes, it may seem like a better option, an easy one to do, but what do we learn from the Mubarak seerah of Rasulullah ﷺ? Rasulullah ﷺ never ever lied, no matter what. It comes in a Sahih Hadith that Rasulullah ﷺ was asked, "Can the mu'min be a coward?" He ﷺ said, "Yes." He was then asked, ﷺ, "Can the mu'min be a miser?" He said, "Yes." Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He was then asked, "Can the mu'min be a liar?" He said, "No." No. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Allahu Akbar. Let's try to connect the dots with me. Rasulullah ﷺ always spoke the truth. And we know that following Rasulullah ﷺ, that is what's going to make us successful, right? Then why do we lie? Then why do we resort to lie? Think of all the scenarios, think of all the just scan your daily life and think of all the situations where we resort to lie. You're sitting at your desk, your boss comes to you and they ask you about the status of a task. What do? Are you truthful? Do you speak the truth there? Or you're giving your update of what did you do yesterday in your daily scrum or stand-up meetings. What do? Ask yourself, do you bend the truth? Do you truthfully state what you did yesterday? Do you raise false urgencies? Or for instance, you are working on a report, for your manager. Do you subtly fudge the numbers while working on a report? or you're preparing a presentation for a client. Do you sugarcoat the information to make it nicer? Do you do that? I think we all do that. It comes in a Sahih Hadith, Hazrat Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu, he relates that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Ayatul munafiqi thalathun, idha haddatha kadhaba, wa idha tu'mina khana, wa idha wa'ada akhlafa. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the signs of a hypocrite are three. Whenever he speaks, he tells a lie. Whenever he is interested, he proves dishonest. Whenever he promises, he makes a promise, he breaks his promise. The irony is that we believe that by lying, by bending the truth, by sugarcoating the information, by fudging the numbers, that's the only way how we can beat the office politics, or we can take part in office politics. Rather, we believe that it's necessary. That's the corporate mindset. Either be a part of office politics or become a victim, correct? So we rather become a part of office politics. That's what we do. What could be the other places at work where we lie? We love to make our conversations interesting by adding fancy and funny details, which are not necessarily true. The thought process is, what's the harm? It doesn't hurt anyone. And we become that entertaining one, right? Whether having tea, coffee with your colleagues, having lunch with them, in our status meetings, we love to brag. We love to add false and interesting details in our stories just to make people laugh. And see what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, وَيْلٌ لِلَّذِي يُحَدِّثُ فَيَكْذِبُ لِيُضْحِكَ بِهِ الْقَوْمَ وَيْلٌ لَهُ وَيْلٌ لَهُ. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, woe to him who tells things speaking falsely to make people laugh thereby. Woe to him, woe to him. We don't realize the far-reaching consequences of lying. We are Muslims, but sadly, we mislead. We may win a deal in this dunya by lying, but honestly, we have lost in akhirah. Dunya will be finished. It will be gone. Soon we will be standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with our nama amal. Question is, what matters to you, dunya or akhirah? The one which will finish, or the one which is going to stay forever and forever? So, brothers, let's try to be truthful, yeah? When you're working, you're chatting, you're on a phone, you're on WhatsApp messages with your colleagues, with your families, you're updating your boss, whatever you are doing, don't resort to falsehood. Never resort to falsehood. Jazakallah khair.